Idalia is most likely transforming into a hurricane as we go into that 5 o'clock update. We are expecting it to be a hurricane. We're starting to see the feeder bands approaching Dry Tortugas. That is just to the west of Key West. You can see that first feeder band moving in on radar. So this is really beginning to crank up. This will be a major hurricane making impact across the Big Bend of Florida and then moving into southeast portions of the state of Georgia. Now today is the day to prepare. So let's get you out the door this morning, mid-70s, and then we'll be in the low 80s by 10 o'clock. There will be some showers and storms developing as early as 2 o'clock, but the best chance will probably come late this afternoon. And it will be a seasonable high today in the low 90s. How about that for a change? So an ability to not die of sweat and heat exhaustion for today. Your evening planner calls for more showers and storms, 85 to 78 from 7 to 11, and the shower and thunderstorm chances will be high in the overnight, 70%. All right, let's go to the maps. You can see we've got the old frontal boundary hanging up here, helping to enhance our rain chances. There is Hurricane Idalia and its approach to the Big Bend of Florida. Again, it looks like near Cedar Key possibly. Could be farther west. It would have more impact on our area that way, or farther east would have less impact. But right now we're taking that track. This model seems to be very, very good right now with my thinking and the Hurricane Center's thinking. So the first real heavy rain band will start to move in the morning here in Valdosta. And then there's that northwest eye wall. Again, a lot of people think the east side is the worst side. Typically it is. But when it starts to interact with land, sometimes the worst of the weather can actually rotate back towards the north and west. So this area here is what we're watching. And again, it gets very close to Valdosta. Anything east of Valdosta, I would say Lake Park maybe even, over towards Statenville, Fargo, Pearson, Lakeland, there's a possibility you could get into this northwest eye wall where the winds could be sustained at tropical storm force or even hurricane force with gusts up to 100 miles per hour. So that's an area we'll really need to watch. And then everything starts to pull out around 5 o'clock. We should be A-OK, hopefully coming through unscathed. We do have a cold front coming in. This is going to drop the temperatures and the humidity, and it's actually going to feel like fall. We'll get a little taste of fall coming our way as we end the work week. How about that? All right, here's that kitchen sink graphic that I used the last couple days. We have amended some things like heavier rainfall now, 6 to 8 inches, and stronger wind gusts too. I would say in a line from Valdosta, Homerville to Waycross, we could see winds gusting to 90 miles per hour. Nashville, Douglas, Thomasville, winds could gust to 70 miles per hour. And you get 4 to 6 inches of rain. Fitzgerald, Tifton, Camilla, Bainbridge, 2 to 4 inches of rain, winds gusting to 50, and then Americus, Cordele, Cuthbert, Blakely, and Albany will see wind gusts to 40 with 1 to 3 inches. There may be some areas that kind of don't get a lot of rain up here. There may be a possibility that a couple spots, especially the farther north and west you go, may not see much more than a trace of rain. So we'll keep an eye on that. But the story is that it is a first alert weather day. The high impact day will be for our southeastern communities, but even here in Albany, we will see rain pretty much throughout the day, and it will be windy. Sustained winds at about 20 to 25, gusts to 40. So we will see tropical storm force, gusts on occasion 74 to 80. Then we drop the humidity and the temperatures, 71 to 88. Really feeling like fall on Friday. We got a football Friday forecast. That's going to look good compared to where we were last Friday night. 68 to 86. We'll flip those numbers around. The cooler mornings will be this weekend. Mid-60s, mid-80s. Absolutely spectacular. We got to get through Idalia to enjoy this. We'll talk more about it on Today in Georgia from 5 to 7 a.m. We'll, of course, see you then.